let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Okay, here we are. It's contract time. The team are expecting you to improve as your career evolves. And so am I. Here, we will be setting you a contractual target with the team, so that this progress can be tracked by both parties. Here, you can view your current ratings with your overall rating, or RTG, shown at the top. This is the value that will be used to set your contract target. In order to improve this, you'll need to show your worth at each race weekend. Your current rating has been used as a starting point. Move this slider to set your target for next season. A higher target requires consistently good results at each race weekend, but you'll get more recognition when you sign. Here, you can view your recognition with the team. The higher the target you set yourself, the more recognition you will earn when you sign. More recognition equals more car development. More car development makes car go fast. You know the drill. Remember, if you fail to meet that target, you will lose this recognition bonus, so don't bite off more than you can chew. You can see some basic information on the contract, as well as the number of seasons your contract will last. After this season concludes, you may be offered longer contracts, if the team thinks you deserve one. A longer contract will give another recognition bonus when you sign. There's a few other points for us to go over, but we can leave those until you're settled. I'll leave you to finalize your terms. We're signed. We are on the Formula One grid for 2024. That sounds awesome to say. Time to go crush that target. I'll see you soon.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Stroll, Ricciardo, Gasly, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Sainz, Albon, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Zhou, Singh, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Now, Ant, as much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
You're going to definitely see action, Crofty. Everyone's G'd up for this one. They've done the testing, like you say. The drivers will be revving inside, heart rates going, trying to burst out their chest at this moment. With that anticipation, who's got the speed? We're going to learn now, once and for all.
Back of the grid, not great, I know, but let's just try and use the first lap to push your way up the order. Seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Tyre condition still looking good. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. top 10 now. Keep it up. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them. Alexander's in the pits. Alexander in the pits. Push now. We're boxing this lap. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop. Right, let's go, come on. That was a good turn in there, mate. That's earned us a decent pit stop time. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.1 seconds. Okay, clear. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Green flag. Okay, gap ahead, 9.6 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're currently 16th. And the time last lap, 1:37.8. gap to the car in front, 6.0 seconds. Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. Good job, nice overtake. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Gap to your teammate behind, 17.6 seconds. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.9 seconds. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
Well, you're always unsure of the competition and what your opponents have been able to do in the off-season, Crofty, but they've come here today, they've delivered the performance that you dream about, and wow, did they make that car sing today. Really impressive stuff.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.